really simple. Y'all just let me know if you have questions. Okay. Okay, thanks. Thanks for responding. Okay. So I think just figuring out what your goal is on social media is probably the biggest aspect. There's so many platforms that can do so many things. So I think the number one goal is allowing you to be found by real people in your location. I don't think it's beneficial to be found by someone in North Carolina if you're in Milwaukee. I think that's your biggest thing is niching down to just your city and then engaging with all those people. So you want to like, comment, share on all their stuff. So then they do it back for you. You want to DM them. You want to just become friends with like all of your followers. And then the end goal is to get their contact information and put them on some other sort of marketing as well. So stay in front of them on social media, but then like email marketing if you want to do, or I mean, I did one where I think I got like 45 people's emails. I offered like a free budgeting template. Like I think just providing value to people online that is relatable to your fields and to who you are as a person. And then obviously the end goal is to generate leads and get business from it. So, and I guess the ultimate goal is figuring out what kind of business you want to get from it. So some people sell courses on Instagram. Some people are just like a referral based. I think it depends on your city. So some people are more like military related. So they're going to have a lot more people moving to the area for that. Bigger cities have more relo, where Milwaukee, I feel like, is a little bit smaller. So I think you're focused in on the people who already live here or figure out where people are moving from to Milwaukee. So from my data, I found most people are just moving from Chicago. So you want to focus on finding people in either Chicago or maybe other Midwest. So like Twin Cities or I mean like Ohio or Michigan probably would be your focus. I think too, a lot of people are moving from Arizona. So I think it's just figuring out where your people are moving from to Milwaukee. Or if you just want to focus on people already living in the city. And then from there to generate leads and actually convert them would be, I mean, either direct messaging privately saying, hey, schedule like a free consultation by direct messaging me, or filling out an actual lead capture form. I have a Calendly, I don't know if you guys know what that is, where you can actually schedule a call. The thing that I don't love about it is I'll get a schedule like in 2 hours and then like, fuck, like I need to like make time to set up this call. I don't actually do a buyer consult on the call. It's an introductory call to get to know them, figure out their goals. It's usually like a 15-minute call. And then from there, I set up like a formal consultation, whether that's at their house for seller or in person, like at an office for a buyer consult. Mine range, if I shared on my story that I'm like looking for new clients, I'll usually get 5 new consults in a week. It just depends on like how much I'm sharing it and saying I'm looking for new clients. I think people sometimes look at your following and they think that you're too busy for them. So it's just like making it obvious that you're still taking new clients. And just figure out what works best for you. So I have the Calendly. Some people have like a form that they make their clients fill out, like what's their timeline, what's your name, and then they follow up with them that way. Or just DMing people or texting. I think it's just figuring out what's best for you. And then I feel like all of y'all in here know, but maybe people online don't, but in order to start, obviously you want to create an account, and there's 2 options. You can start from scratch and make a whole new account, or like I did, I converted my personal into my business. So I just removed some of maybe my more wild posts, that maybe weren't like as business friendly per se. And then, I just slowly started posting because I already had like 1,200 followers from just as a person. So it's so much easier than starting from scratch with literally 0. And then you have people like I'm from Milwaukee, so I already have people who already live here on there. So it's kind of an easy conversion. But it just depends on what you want to do as a person. And then you'll want to create a username handle. This is how you search. So it's best to be usually something with your name in it, something likely with real estate, realtor, something of that nature. And or your just location. So you want to be easily searchable. So that's how people will find you. I came up with mine just for like SEO. It's easy to search Milwaukee. So I wanted something with Milwaukee in it. I think if you want to niche down to like Wauwatosa or Milwaukee suburbs or like Lake Country, you could niche down to like something a little bit smaller. I know like in Chicago, it's so big there that they have to. Like my friend is a Chicago suburbs realtor, or like someone's like a downtown Chicago. But I feel like we're so small here that we can cover so much ground. So I don't want to niche down too small. And then you want a profile photo, you want it to be clear, you definitely want it to be updated so people you actually look like the photo. Want it to be high quality and zoomed in as close to your face as possible. You want people to easily identify you. And you also want to use the same photo across all your platforms. So you want to have like one photo on Instagram, another on Facebook, another on LinkedIn. You want it to be pretty cohesive and easy to find. People will go and search your other platforms. I just had a meeting with someone who was like, yeah, I found you on Instagram, and then I stalked you on LinkedIn, and then I connected with you on LinkedIn. Like people just go on cross platforms and they want to just verify you're real before they usually work with you. And it can take a long time, FYI. Like don't expect to make a post and like get a client tomorrow. Like it takes a very long time. And then your IG name. So I'll show you like right here, I have Move to Milwaukee, which is my username. And then my name is obviously like my real name, and then Milwaukee Realtor. I think it depends on what you want to be again. Like if you want to be, some people are like, I teach real estate agents. So they're like a realtor coach or like whatever. So you can also add like Wisconsin in there. I probably should. I think it just depends on what you want to be known as. Um, Again, it's important to have your full name because that'll be how people search for you. And then your bio. So a little bit about you. You want to have, some people have like clear mission statements. Who do you serve, buyers, sellers, all the above? What brokerage are you with? I think we're like required to put that somewhere. I don't put it on all my posts. I just put it in my bio. And is your location clear? Like some people will just put like Wisconsin Realtor. Okay, where, like Wisconsin's so big, where do you serve? I have right here my top pin post, my service area. So I have all my counties that I serve, because I can't fit it all in my bio. So I have real estate agent as my account. So I converted it to like a creator account. And then I have a little bit like I'm a KWMKE realtor, and my like statement is where luxury real estate is the experience, not the price. It's really up to you. Some people just say like helping first-time home buyers navigate the market, or helping sellers get the most amount of money. It depends on what your ultimate goal is. Just to preface, it takes a while to get seller leads. It's mostly first-time home buyers in the beginning. I've only gotten like 5 seller leads now, but they've all panned out. So it just really depends on how often you're posting and what your content is posting to. And then you'll want like a link in there to take them to some value. So you can see I have a little arrow. It says freebies and consults. So people know, they click the bio, they know they're going to, and then that'll take them to like my Calendly. And then it'll take like a shortened version of my buyer consult, a shortened version of my seller consult. It'll have like a mortgage calculator. I'm working on making like a Move to Milwaukee guide so people can download that. But the end goal is not to just give out information for free. It's to collect their information in return and do something with it. So whether that's like a drip campaign, mine's going to be more like actually focused on, if you're a seller, you fill out this form and you'll get a drip campaign specifically for sellers, and vice versa. And then you'll want some sort of way to stay in contact with them, like I talked to you guys about. Probably email marketing is probably what most people do. So just my recommendations, I'm revamping my profile still. So like I have not a clear brand logos or colorways or fonts or anything, but I recommend to do so. So pick your colors. Mine's like black, white, and beige. I'm very basic. Some people are like super pink and like very out there, but you can see their brand. I don't think having like a fun color is going to change your brand at all. I think it'll just make you you. I follow someone in Instagram. His name's Justin. He's all orange. So, but he like really stands out. He's in Florida. It like makes sense. You'll want a solid logo. Again, like I don't even do this stuff. So is it necessary? No, but it definitely makes you look very professional. A consistent brand message, like who are you trying to target? First time home buyers, investors. Like personally, I work with investors, but it's not my favorite. So I'm not going to market really towards them. I'll take the leads if they come in, but that's not who like my target market is. I'm not really trying to get I'm trying to get a certain price point now. So I will only market to more like luxurious suburbs per se, rather than like, yeah, I don't have to get into it, but you know what I mean. And then just be a little bit more seller focused. How I got my sellers $50,000 more, just be focusing on the content that you actually want to make. If you don't want first time home buyers, do not post about it because then that's all you're gonna get. Be authentic, be yourself. I mean, if you're a certain image online and then they meet you and you're completely different, it'll be a very yeah, it'll be very interesting to say the least. Do they know what you do right when you see your profile? When they look at it, do they know right away you're a realtor? This is what you do. This is who you serve, where you serve. Like all my posts have locations, so they know I go to different suburbs and different areas, not just like downtown Milwaukee. Um, do they know who you serve? Who's your target audience again? I think it's just niching down to what your goal is. Are you selling courses? Some people are just relo business, so they're going to teach agents how to get other relocation business. There's so many ways to make it a successful lead generation. How will people reach out to you? So you definitely want to call to action somehow. I have the freebies and consults below, and then on every post I put like DM me or schedule a free consultation through the link in my bio. I'm still taking new clients. Like I try to reiterate that on every post because people will see a specific number and just think that you're too busy for them. So is your profile aesthetic? Mine's not aesthetic, but I think that's cute. If you make everything like be cohesive. And then are you complaining or sharing wins? I feel like I see this so much about people complaining about co-brokes and saying how tough the market is and just sharing so much negativity. Like there's no point to that. It's literally not going to help you literally one bit. So yeah, you can talk about how it maybe is a tough market, but share how you won in the tough market, not how you've lost against 25 offers. It's not going to do you any justice. So and then I'll talk a little bit about reels because I think this is the most important aspect of getting business. So for people who don't know, they're short or long form videos. It depends on what you want to do. Generally, my most like viral videos per se are less than 10 seconds. So it just depends on, again, what your end goal is. Some people are like long form, they want to talk in them. People do home tours. I think the biggest part is that you can get so much business so much quicker from posting reels because you can reach so many more people. My reels usually get about 10,000 views now. I mean, in the beginning, they're about 1,000, whereas a Instagram post is going to reach maybe a quarter, probably less, like maybe like 400 people. So it's all about who you can find and who's going to find your profile, then follow you, and then keep up to date with all your posts. Every video is made with trending audio. So when you go on Instagram, you can see any sound has like an arrow that goes up. That means it's trending. That means Instagram's more likely to push it. So like what I'll do is like once a week, I'll just go on my like For You page and just scroll reels and find trending audio and then save it and save it and save it. So like I have stockpile of trending audio. And then once it goes out, you can just unsave it and it's not trending anymore. But just so you have options to choose from. It's crazy like what the music can do for your video. And again, to reiterate, going viral is never the ultimate goal. It's who you're reaching. And I'll go over that in a sec. Cover photos. I mean, I like it to be where you can read it. Some people literally make a cover photo on Canva and upload it. It's a lot of work. That's why I don't do it. That's why my profile's not aesthetic per se. My goal is just to like get as many videos out as possible to my right audience. But people will do it and I'll have a pretty cover and it says home buyer closed or like you get the gist. I just try to stay consistent. I'm trying to remove the pink branding from my brand slowly. So everything's gonna be black and white soon. But and then viral, like I said, viral isn't always good. I'll go through that in a second. So followers, views, likes, they mean nothing unless you're targeting the right people. Like I said, you don't want to get people who are just a first-time home buyer in North Carolina. What's that going to do? Sure, you get a 25% referral, but are they really going to come to you for a referral for another agent? Likely not. So my ultimate goal is to find people in Milwaukee. That's literally my only goal. Every single post has something about Wisconsin or Milwaukee on it, on the title of the video. So like this one's Bayview, Milwaukee. This one is Bayview, Lake Michigan. This one is Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Milwaukee suburbs, Bayview, Milwaukee, downtown Milwaukee, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Like everything has Milwaukee on it. That's like literally the only goal. You only want to reach people in your area. So if you're Lake Country, maybe you just focus more on like Brookfield. Like, I don't know. It depends on what you're looking for. So you can see I have my insights into where all of my audience is located, and I can show my sellers at the table, like, hey, out of the 189,000 people I've reached in the past 30 days, 42.5% are just located in the city of Milwaukee. 4% are located in Madison. Madison obviously has a lot of reach to people moving to Milwaukee as well. And then you get down to like the little suburbs, so West Dallas, Wauwatosa. I also can see age range, so who is looking at my profile, and I have like majority is 25 to 42, so like the perfect range for people looking to actually purchase a home. You definitely want real estate related content, but you also want local content. So like small businesses, things to do in the area. I think it's all about finding a good balance between the two. And then I'll just chat about like pros and cons, I guess, of social media. I mean, I feel like everyone here kind of knows, but the pros, it's pretty free. Like I pay a photographer to do like branding photos for me. And then anytime I have a listing, we do like professional videos, as well as I just do an iPhone video. You'll be successful if you do it consistently. I think that's the main thing, is you just have to do it probably 3 or 4 times a week, post a video in order to like start gaining the following. You can target your ideal clientele. I think that's the main reason I got into social media, was I was doing open houses and getting clients I didn't really love to work with, who maybe didn't have the same mindset as me or the same ultimate goal, and they were looking to buy in locations that I didn't want to work in a different price range. Like you guys all know, you've all done open houses, you've all grinded out to get business that you just had to get. I don't have a sphere. I'm 22. I don't have a sphere of people buying a house, so I need to find other people. So I think that's the best part of social media, really, is like finding people you actually want to work with. And you can get an early per se, like social media has been a big thing for a while, but I think it'll just grow and grow and grow. It's the same with like YouTube. Like I go on YouTube and I search Milwaukee realtors, I find like 2. Like there's just so many untapped markets here still, in unlike big cities, that I think we can all like really get into. Cons, you'll receive a lot of hate comments. It's usually the reason you go viral. Again, you don't always want to go viral, but you want to go viral in your city. So I think it's just ignoring. I love to reply back, but that's just me. Sometimes it feels like a breach of privacy. People really get into your life. I don't share like a lot of my personal life. I try to keep it very black and white. It can take a while to see results. I think it's just not getting frustrated, not giving up. I mean, I talked to one realtor and she said it took her 2.5 years of posting to get a lead. So to not give up, and I think she was doing more Instagram posts versus reels, and I think that's really the main difference. And then it's generally more buyer focused. So due to the age of Instagram and the older generation's perception of social media, I've sat at sellers tables and explain what Instagram does for my clients, and they don't get it. They just still don't get it. It's just the perception. So I think it's just slowly getting over that hump. And then just, I guess, a few like little facts. 85% of my current business comes from Instagram. Whether that's someone directly coming to my Instagram or someone knowing me from Instagram, or I run a group with Emily called Milwaukee Girlies. So we have a lot of people who like know us from that. It's just like a social collective of young women. We have like a book club. We like go out to drinks, like, girl stuff. I've only been using Instagram as a serious lead gen for a little over 9 months. So I started, like I said, with 1,200 followers, and I just posted consistently to get here. It doesn't take that long. You just have to be consistent with it. And you can literally post any type of content, but it needs to be local content. 15% of my videos are professionally shot, where most of them are just on my iPhone. So I have a little like tripod that I walk around with to take videos. I think all my videos in the beginning were mostly home tours. And then I slowly evolved into like the different type of content I want to make. If you're stuck in a rut with like what you want to make as videos, you should follow other realtors, but not in your market. Don't copy realtors in your market. It's rude. At least go to like Texas or something if you're gonna do it. So, um, same with photos. I think 99% of my photos are professionally taken. I just like them professionally done. I don't like the quality of like iPhone photos, so that's just the one point that I spend a lot of money on, but you don't have to. Like cover photos, it's more branding photos. Yeah, even like closing, like I pay $150 every closing to get professional photos of my clients done just because it sets the tone. A lot of them haven't had professional photos since like their wedding. And like that's gonna stick with them forever. And then later on, usually their 1 year anniversary, I'll come and bring the photo with like in a photo frame for them. Other than that, it's mostly branding photos. Yeah. I mean, staying up to date on photos that actually look like you. And then just like a little thing, like I posted every day for almost 3 months and I continue to post constantly. It doesn't happen overnight. Like you just have to be in a grind and like actually put your best foot forward. I talked about this. I would say the biggest mistake I see agents making is just posting general content about first-time home buyers, about selling, but you need to just post about Milwaukee or Wisconsin or Oak Creek or wherever you want to sell. Otherwise, you're not going to get leads or business from it. So, I think that's it. I think I just had questions. Anyone? Yeah, go ahead, Ethan.
So I recently switched over I didn't switch it over. I have a personal Instagram account and I made a business one.
Okay,
So I have both one. I followed everybody on my personal account.
perfect.
It had a decent amount of follow backs. But it's still like in the 200s. I think it's like 500 or so on my personal. Do you suggest at some point shutting off the personal, or how would you go about?
I would say to combine it, especially if you're in the early stages, like you just did that. But that's up to you.
You combine two.
Well, you just delete one. Yeah. So that's what I would recommend. But if some people are just, they want to share their family and they want to do their like I totally respect that. So if you want it to be like you're all in, just know you should put all your effort towards business one. Yeah.
Cool. And then, so you said you can convert the business to a creator account.
Yeah.
You suggest doing that?
Yeah, the creator account's the
That's
best.
what Will suggested too.
Yeah.
When you went through Reels, so you could be the creator.
Mhm.
The algorithm likes it more.
And then your creator still says real estate agent. Like
Yeah,
I'm
and
still
I
a real
think you
estate.
said too, and correct me if I'm wrong about that, but in a business account, you're a little bit more limited
Yep.
to music options.
Yep.
Where
Tons.
creator
Yeah.
is you're not.
Yeah. Yep.
I keep my main as a creator account, even though it's not a creator account, just for all the features that you.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, I think you can see, I'm not sure about insights too, like how deep you can get on, like a personal, you can't get into insights. I don't think like that.
Doesn't have to be the same.
Yeah. Yep.
Abigail, do you maybe want to like walk through your
Sure.
and like show some of your posts?
Sure. Why not? Okay. So. Give me.
You already follow her. Give her a follow.
Wow, thanks, girl. So you can see, like, I can see all my insights right here. I'll show you guys. So you can go past 30 days, 14. It's really cool. You can change time on your iPhone. And then you can see how I've gotten all my followers. You can see how important reels are, or sorry, views versus post. How many, just the reach difference. I still get a good amount of post views, but that's because I've just built up after a while. You can see engagement. And then you can see top content based on engagement. You can see your followers and their most active times here. I mean, I usually post at night. I post at like 9:30. Well, I'm just up late. So like 9:30, and then in the morning I check and it like hits, you can tell right away if it's gonna go viral usually. External tap links, which is cool. You can see how many people actually like go outside and like click stuff and interact with you. It looks better on an iPhone, so I screenshot everything on an iPhone. I bring that to my like seller consults with me. And then so this is how it looks. And then if you want to look at reels, And then these are all cover photos. So for example, I don't know if you'll hear the sound, but it says like POV, you just bought your first home in one of Milwaukee's hottest suburbs and you got it for under list price with all contingencies. Here's how. And you can tell it's a 6-second video. It's very short. It's engaging. And the song, when you click on the song, it should be trending. Let's see if you can see it. How do you, okay, there. I don't know if you can see trending on MacBooks. I don't think you can on desktop. But when you go to audio, you'll see, because you can't post reels on a MacBook, you can only post on an iPhone. You can see all of my hashtags are local hashtags. I always put my information. I'm still taking new clients. Ready to find your dream home, schedule a call through the link in my bio. So that's how that looks. Yeah, I think it's all hashtags. Never, I don't put like price. Me and Lindsay were talking about this. You want people to DM you. So everyone was like, can you send me the listing? What's the asking price? You want people to comment. It's going to boost your video more, of course. Go ahead.
So does it take you a lot of time to get back to those 20, 30, 40 comments, like sending them stuff?
I don't know, but I'm also OCD and I want it done right. So yeah. I know like Allison Morris, she used to have somebody do that for her, like reply to everyone, DM people who likes her stuff. I know, I feel like I want to be more of a real person.
And then for your description,
Mhm.
I see a lot of times you put pretty long, lengthy.
Sometimes, yeah, you want people to read it for sure.
That's when the reel should be nice, short, and
Correct.
punchy, and then you want to put the beat up the stuff.
Correct.
And then hashtags are important too.
Always, yeah. Local. Hashtag first time home buyers is gonna do you nothing. So we want it to be local related. Like an example of that is like, let me see. Like I did this for International Women's Day, Milwaukee women-owned restaurants to support for Women's History Month. And then I said, see below. And then I put all of like the restaurants in the description.
Do you usually tag the businesses?
Yep, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah. You want to tag people for sure. This one, I don't like the randomest stuff will go viral. It's kind of nuts. Like this one, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, best breakfast spots. I got 7,000 likes, which is just like nuts. I just found that video like on Google. So it's crazy what you can make without having to do a lot of work. Just don't.
Oh, you didn't even take that.
No, I found it. It was on like freeclips.com or something like that. Go ahead.
Do you do any cross posting on Facebook or TikTok?
Yeah, I don't post all my reels on Facebook, just occasionally. Just, I don't know.
Is that-
Yeah, you should. I think you should for sure. Yeah. I don't get a lot of business from Facebook though. Facebook is unique. I think it's a specific age range that I just like haven't converted over to yet. That makes sense. I do. My TikTok was my main business about a year ago, and then someone reported my account multiple times and I got banned. It's like community guidelines, even though I just posted house tours, so it was really frustrating. But of course, like if you do a house tour, you want to make sure with the agent, like it's okay to post. So always do that. I don't really post anybody's listings anymore because I just feel like my ultimate goal is to boost my own. Otherwise, I feel like I should be charging because like I get so many people in the local area. Like that's my benefit to working with me. So yeah, I mean I do occasionally post on TikTok, but I got really discouraged when I got banned, unfortunately, because I lost so much hard work. Yeah.
For a landing page, like when you buy a landing page.
Yeah.
So you
I use links.
for the landing page or just for the file?
This has everything. What do you mean landing page?
You have a different, there's this one service I pay for and it just is a really basic landing page. You click it and it says looking for a home, like it's sell or buy.
Mhm.
They can like fill out a little form.
Yeah, you can do that. I just have work with me call. So they schedule a call right on Calendly. Yeah. I'm working on building a custom website, which will have stuff like that more. And then I have my monthly newsletter, testimonials. This is very simple. I am working on revamping it and making it better.
It's called
Links, LIINK. You do have to pay for that one. There's a few that are free. I just liked how it interfaced with Calendly.
Yeah,
So-
Linktree is one of them.
That's free, yeah.
Linktree is another.
I think Linktree is free. Maybe it's $1.99 or.
Linktree is free, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
There's certain templates that are free,
Yeah.
and then you can upgrade and then.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you pay.
I did have my buyer and seller guide on, but I removed it because I want to get people, so I'm working on getting a workflow with Flowdesk and stuff so that when people click on it, it puts their email into like a specific workflow and automatically puts them on a monthly drip or a weekly drip. So it's just taking me a lot longer than I thought. That's why it's not on there anymore. But I think what else?
Abigail, we have a question in the chat.
Yeah.
He just wants to have no more details on how to find the trending audio.
Okay, yeah. It's hard to show on hopefully you can hear me. It's hard to show on desktop. So when you go on your phone on Instagram and you click the Reels tab, so it's gonna be, I don't know if it'll show on here. Oh, this one right here, Reels. So when you click Reels, and then usually, I'm trying to think if you can see it on here. See this little arrow right here? That means trending. Can everyone see? I hope that you all can see that online. Trending, usually the Reels tab is only gonna have trending audio. So I just like, if it aligns with my brand, I'll save it. Like this one is like Match My Freak. Like I'm not adding that as no audio on my business account. Like you just have to be strategic. Like sometimes I'll add, I don't know, like I won't really add a lot of sounds with like swear words, even though I swear a lot. So it's probably not cohesive with my brand, but just try to be more business focused. Yeah. Trying to think what else I do. Yeah.
So I wanted to hear your thoughts on this. I've heard
Mhm.
like to get more followers, obviously, like you said, engaging with people,
Mhm.
like finding local municipalities pages, following the people on there.
Yeah.
And DMing them.
I've seen them do that. I know a lot of realtors who have like the same follow account as followers. I don't really follow anyone. I just post. I follow people who, like, I honestly just follow businesses. I don't really follow anybody personal unless they DM me and then we start chatting, then I'll probably follow them. But it's only like here, you are Ethan. That's funny. It's only people I like somewhat know. Yeah. But that is a strategy. Like I know a lot of realtors who do that and just follow a ton of
I
people.
think there's a drawback to that.
I think so, yeah. I think so. You're just following mass amount of people for sure. I don't think Instagram likes that. Yeah. But it's definitely, it could work in your favor if you're really strategic about messaging them and like inviting them to events. Maybe not being too real estate focused. I think that's the ultimate goal, is to not like throw it in people's face. Like these I'm gonna change, but these are probably most important because they're the top posts. So this is start here, a little bit about me, who I am as a person, before real estate, what I did, my philosophies in life, and then ways we can work together. So at least it like shows a little bit into who I am and what I can do, because you have such a limited amount of space here to actually add info. This is just a random reel from 2023. I just added all the reels I made in 2023 into like little snippets. I'm changing all this, but I want to be more cohesive. And then service areas. I have my counties that I can serve, and then ways we can work together as well. And then they're all location specific hashtags. And yeah,
The best way to gain a following is post
reels.
quality reels about local.
Yeah, and I don't think I don't think they all have to be quality. I will say, like this one went, hang on, let's see, excuse me. Like this one went really pretty viral. I don't know if it'll show how many likes. This got like 250,000 views, 2,300 likes. And this, I feel like it only went viral because of the sound was trending and because it's such a good quality like video. Like you can tell it's professionally shot on a drone. So and it's short. It's literally like 5 seconds long. So
Do you get all of your videos done?
no. If they're like listings, yeah, like even like the Stolly group asked me to do a video on their listing. So this one was their listing, and I have a really great friend who does photography, so we did a video for this one. And then he switched recently, but what we were doing is we were shooting everything vertical and then posting the vertical on YouTube, and then the landscape, shooting everything landscape, posting landscape on YouTube, posting vertical on YouTube Shorts, posting vertical on Instagram, Facebook. And then I don't post reels on LinkedIn, but I think you can. I've seen people do it. So yeah, this one's luxury, but not, or professionally, they're not all professional though. I just like to have a more professional feel for mine. This one was iPhone. This one went crazy, 9,100 likes. It was all hate though. So, oh, this was nice. This guy usually comments hate, but he's like, finally something worth the price. Wow. Yeah, he usually comments hate, so that's how I know. I'm like, I think I said thanks for the nice comment, finally. Like Lake Effect Coffee, they commented, I love them. They're really good. They have the best nitro chai. Oh my God.
Partner with these like brands and different businesses, like you don't partner with them?
No, but
Have you ever thought of doing that?
I've gotten a few, Sweet Green asked me to do a partnership, but then it was such a little amount of money. I was like, fuck.
Or have you like missing each other to gain followers? Have you ever thought of that?
No, it fucks up your algorithm.
Oh.
Yeah, like follow for follow or like any of that. But I mean, if like a small business reached out, I like Newbie, I don't know if you guys know Newbie, he does features with all restaurants. Like he does, and his are all high quality. His looks really good. Like I think there's a lot of people in the area who are doing it well. You just have to make sure you're not copying them. So he does Newbies list for newbies. I think it's sick. So I think it's just figuring out what's your vibe. Like obviously he knows so many business owners in the area and he's very well-rounded in the Milwaukee community. So he has relationships that he plays off of, which is just so smart. I don't know any restaurant owners, so I think he's like friends with the owner of Carnivores. I don't know. So I think it's just playing off who you are as a person and what you know and what you want your clientele to be. So I feel like his clientele is more a little bit more luxury and more older, where I'm kind of playing on a little bit more like first time home buyer, duplexes, condos, small scale. It's just it takes you time to build up a reputation. So hopefully that was helpful. I don't, is there any other comments or no? Are we good?
No.
Okay. Coolio. Well, you can DM me if you have questions.